right, good morning, class. Okay, so I have a question. Who knows which of the following sentences is in the present tense? Okay, ready? The first sentence is, I sing opera music. The second sentence is, I sang opera music. Okay, how many of you can tell me which one is in the present tense and which one is in the past tense? Okay, not very many of you. That's okay, because today our lesson is the present tense in English. Okay, so our objectives for today is that by the end of class, you will be able to identify what the present tense is. Okay, and there are two things we're going to learn within the present tense today. One is the present simple and the present progressive. Okay, it sounds complicated, but after today, you're going to know it and realize that it's quite easy. Okay? Okay, so I will explain what each of those things are. And then, as always, I will give you time to practice with your partner at your table. And then lastly, we will watch a little video that's a song about a man's day, and it's all in the present tense. And while you're watching it, you'll be able to identify the different verbs that are being used in the present tense, okay? And then at the end of the day, if we have time, we're going to take a quiz. And it's not for a grade, but it is to help you identify which verbs you might have trouble putting into the present tense, okay? All right, so let's get started. So first, we're going to learn about the present simple, okay? So in the present tense, this is used to express permanent states and permanent truths, okay? So things that are going to be true all the time. And secondly, it will represent repetitive actions. So who remembers what the word repetitive means? Repetitive is something that is done over and over again, correct? Yes. Okay. And lastly, we have instant actions. So who remembers what instant means? Something that's done immediately. So instantly. Okay. So when we are learning about present simple tenses, there are two things. There are going to be the affirmative form of the verb and the negative. So first, let's do the affirmative. So I'm going to take a verb and we're going to put it in its present tense, okay? So I want you to remember when we're using the root of a verb, there is one ending to make it plural, and that is S, right? So if we have run, we add S and it becomes runs, okay? What was that? Oh, you're right. There are some exceptions to this. Good catching on that. So if the word ends in S, SH, X, and 0, or O, excuse me, you add an ES, correct? Okay, so let's practice this. All right, so let me get my flashcards out. So the first verb we had is sing, okay? So putting this in the present tense, we have I sing. Repeat after me. I sing. Okay. You sing. You sing. He, she, it sings. Okay. So why did I add an S and not an ES here? Because it ends in G. Correct. All right. Good job. Then we have we sing. We sing. You sing. Yep, you sing. And they sing. They sing. Good job. Okay, are there any questions on this so far? No? Okay. All right, next we have do. Do, okay? We have I do. I do. Okay. You do. You do. He, she, it does. That's correct. So why is there an ES instead of an S ending here? Because the verb ends in O. Good job. So he, she, it does. Okay? We do, you do, and they do, Good job. All right, we'll do one more. Pass, okay? The verb is pass. So I pass, you pass, he, she, it passes. So why does this end in an ES? Because the verb ends in S already. That's correct. So he, she, it passes. Good job. So we pass, you pass, and they pass, All right. Good job. So that is the present simple in the affirmative tenses. Okay? So affirmative, like, yes, that's correct. It just means it's something that they are doing, right? It's a permanent truth or a truth. Yes. So now we're going to do the present simple in the negative. Okay? So this means it's something they do not do. Okay? All right. So remember we have the words do not, and how would we put it in the he, she, it? Yes, that's right. It would be does not. Okay? So here we have do not and does not. Okay? So how do we shorten these? So do not becomes don't, and does not becomes doesn't. Now who remembers the rules with these? Yes. When you are writing an essay, you need to spell it out, do not and does not. You don't shorten it, okay? But a lot of times when we're speaking English, we automatically shorten it. We wouldn't say I do not. We say I don't, right? Okay, so that's how we're going to say it today for this lesson, to put these verbs into a negative present tense. Okay. So let's use sing, since we already used that, okay? All right, so we have I don't sing. I don't sing. You don't sing. You don't sing. Good job. He, she, it doesn't sing. He, she, it doesn't sing. Good job. We don't sing. We don't sing. You don't sing. You don't sing. And lastly, they don't sing. They don't sing. All right. We'll do one more for good measure. Okay? We'll do the word pass. Pass. Okay? So we have I don't pass. I don't pass. You don't pass. You don't pass. He, she, it. Oh, what is it? Doesn't pass. Okay? So how come we don't put doesn't pass, passes? Right, because we already took care of it here in making this doesn't. So we don't need to add passes, do we? No, that's true. Good job. Okay, we have we don't pass, we don't pass, you don't pass, you don't pass, and lastly, they don't pass. They don't pass. All right. Good job. So we are now going to move on to the present progressive tenses, all right?